Today's red carpet moments are sponsored by Camarbre, a local Massachusetts fashion brand for all your luxury fashion needs. Check out these amazing shoes and check out camarbre.com. Welcome to Next On Scene, the human behind the brand. I'm Jaclyn Zukerman Delory, award-winning publicist, mom, and media visionary. I believe visibility isn't just about being seen, it's about being of service. Each week, we are going to uncover real stories behind success, the breakthroughs, the heartbreaks, and the moments that made you who you are. Because the truth is, the more we allow ourselves to be human, the more powerful our impact becomes. This is where visibility meets legacy. This is Next On Scene. Today, I'm so excited to be joined by the amazing Kelly Sullivan, who's one incredible reporter at Boston 25 News. Kelly, welcome to Next On Scene. So excited to have you. Today we're going to talk about the color you're wearing and what it actually means. So we love this tan, beautiful sweater dress. So tan actually means conveying warmth, stability, and sophistication, with the black, which a lot of people wear, including myself, is like the mystery side to Kelly. So what inspires you to get dressed in the morning?
What inspires to get me dressed in the morning is kind of thinking about where I think I might end up. So I knew that it was going to be extremely cold this morning, and so this is my good, reliable sweater dress that is incredibly warm. And tan I like because it's also a very versatile color, so it can go pretty much with any color jacket that I'm wearing, and that's something that I consciously have to think about every day too, especially in the winter. When I'm wearing a jacket, I have to figure out which color jacket I'm going to wear, and will that color pair well with what other sweater or something that I'm wearing underneath. So I'm constantly actually thinking about two colors that I have to wear every morning.
So what color was the jacket today?
The jacket was more of just kind of like a grayish color, I would say. And I actually chose that jacket because I know that that color goes with basically any color. So I know if I got that one, then it would allow me a little bit more freedom to choose the other things that I'm going to wear underneath it.
I love it. And then the shoes are so fun.
The shoes are very comfortable.
Yeah,
and
no, but
warm.
go sideways because the print is so fun. Look
Yeah.
at those. They're like white, black, and tan.
Yes, I get a little compliment every now and then when I wear these, but they're
So
comfortable and they add a little height. They get a little wedge to it. So
I love it.
that always makes it a little bit fun and a little dressier, even though they are very comfortable and I get them dirty quite often.
So fun. Okay, thank you so much. Come join us. So Kelly, so I love this so much because I feel like you and I have grown so much together over the years. So thank you for doing this.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course. So I want to kind of reverse roles today
Okay.
and talk more about you. So first of all, for people who don't know you that are watching this today, like how did you fall into broadcasting and reporting?
So I always tell people, ever since seventh grade is when I really started to understand what I wanted to do, because I would watch the Today Show my mom would put on every morning, and Katie Couric was one of the anchors on the Today Show, and I just thought she was so awesome the way that she handled herself, and she was a strong female journalist who did these flawless interviews every day, interviewing these top officials or politicians, and she asked really great questions, got really great answers, and I just thought like, wow, like how cool is that you get to talk to different people every day, you become a mini expert on whatever topic it is that you're focusing on that day, and you're still learning every day. I'm still learning new things, and I think that's what I love so much about my job, is that through the stories that I tell and through my reporting, I'm still learning, and it just continues to help me grow and develop as a person.
And then you also at home have two little kids, and like, so balancing that, I mean, a day in the life of Kelly, you're waking up pretty early in the morning. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
My alarm goes off at 2:30 in the morning, so it's very early, and then I just run to work basically, and just hit the ground running. So work is actually like the easier part of my day. Then I go home, and it's the second half of my day where once my kids get home from school, then it's just like full on just mom mode, whether it's just staying home with the kids, or like yesterday we had dance, we had basketball, we had a whole bunch of stuff, getting home at 7:30 at night, and then it's like, get them showered up and let's go to bed and let's do it all over again.
I'm like, when do you go to sleep though?
When I put them to sleep.
Okay, I figured, I'm like.
At 8:30 at night.
Yeah. So, okay, thank you so much for that insight. I'm very inspired by you that you're waking up that early. I'm creating a red carpet playlist for all of my guests. So what would you say, what song speaks to you in this moment of life you're in right now?
Oh gosh, that's such a good question. I listen to all different kinds of music. And like, man, I don't know if I could pick like one particular song. Like I know there are certain songs that I just have to like listen to get myself like amped up. Like,
so what is one? Let's pick one.
And I wouldn't even say like a particular song. Like I am always true and I will always be a Britney Spears fan. So I will listen to Britney Spears if I need to get like pumped up or if I need to get myself like ready and going.
I love this.
So like I listen to her. I mean, but I listen to everything. I listen to rap. I listen to country. I listen to pop. Like just a little bit.
So does it depend more on what you're doing, basically? Like
yeah, it kind of depends on my mood, like how I'm feeling at the moment. But I know, like, you know, if I'm just gonna like, especially in the morning, like if I'm just like just waking up and driving into work, like it'll be more like relaxed, kind of chill music where it's not like, you know, like banging in my face, like, you know, or like loud beats or anything like that. So it's just really depends on the mood and what I'm getting myself ready and motivated for.
So what Britney, can we pick one song maybe that stands out to you?
There's, man, and I can't even think of the name of it now that I like Stronger, like
always a good one.
Yeah, like
always
that's one that always kind of, you know, gets me going and stuff. And so like anything that like I'll be like dancing like in my car.
I love this.
Or like you know, like Lady Gaga, like Abracadabra, like I'll just start like dancing or like remembering the dance that we did, and so I'll just start like doing it behind the wheel, and I'm like, oh my god, wait, I should focus on the road.
Wait, but so I want to back up about the dancing because I know how much you love it. Like, did you start this since you were young?
So I started dancing when I was 3 years old. Aww. My parents put me in dance, and I started with ballet, and then just, you know, it kind of grew and grew, and taking more classes and stuff. And so like, you know, I was dancing, I was competing, and I did it all the way up until I got to high school, where like the sports kind of took over, and so I started doing just more like high school sports and stuff like that. But dancing has like always been a huge part of my life, and I really do think it's helped me in so many ways, just beyond dancing and, you know, the exercise portion of it. It's more of like the mental and being able to perform on stage. I think that's obviously helped me with being able to almost like kind of perform on TV. Like I know I just have to turn it on at certain points, even if I'm not like feeling my best at that moment, or it's not really what I want to be doing, but I can just, you know, flip the switch, turn it on when I need to. But I think dance has just helped me in so many things, so many ways with remembering all the dances. So it really helps with memory, and just, you know, just making friends and just like continuing to learn and grow.
Because I know you're currently doing a program now, right?
Yeah,
Did it just finish for the season?
Yeah, my daughter's dance studio does an adult hip hop class, cool. So it's been fun because it really has like brought me back, and it certainly has tapped into a different part of my brain again, where it's that memory, and it's like we learn a routine. It's like, granted, it's usually like a 30-second routine, but it's like we only have an hour. So we like come in, we like stretch and warm up and stuff, and then we learn the routine and all. It's just an hour class, and by the end we've got like our, you know, little 30-second routine that we perform and stuff, and it's fun. But it really does, it's such a good mental exercise as well as physical exercise, because it's just like you're having to remember and stuff, and it gets harder when you get older. It's not like when you were younger. You just soak it in like a sponge. Right. So it takes a lot more.
I learned a fun fact about the memory piece. That's so fascinating.
Yeah, I absolutely. It was hard at first. I was like struggling. I'm like, oh my god, like you have to really like focus and remember and stuff. And I feel like that's harder as you get older, and you just can't like retain things as quickly or as fast, or maybe it's just because my body doesn't move the way that it used to too.
That's aging for everyone, right? In 101, I love that. So you know, in what you do, like to be visible, vulnerability is a huge piece of that. And I'm so inspired to talk about this story a little more, but how you and your husband, basically your son had peanut allergies, and you guys put him through this daily thing that you were doing. Can you share more about that? And now he doesn't have the allergy anymore.
No, he doesn't have the allergies, and it wasn't just peanuts. It was like everything. We discovered the peanut allergy at 6 months old when we tried to give him peanut butter for the first time. But then after that, we went to an allergist, and he got tested, and it found out he was allergic to so many things. He was allergic to peanuts, tree nuts, wheat, or gluten, eggs. He was also allergic to chicken, turkey, beef. And like, I just had this moment where like, I was just like, what am I going to feed my son? I just felt so helpless as a mom, because I'm like, is he just going to eat fruits and vegetables for the rest of his life? Like, what is he supposed to eat? And then not only that too, but also, you know, when he goes to like, even like we had trouble like going to birthday parties. What do they serve at birthday parties? Pizza and cake. Can't eat any of that. So he was always known as the allergy kid, or I had to bring like a snack that he could eat, and I could bring like a special dessert that he could eat, because he couldn't and it was very ostracizing. He would have to sit at the allergy table, or sometimes one time the school messed up on the they forgot to mention that there was a particular thing in the food that he couldn't eat that day. So they kind of freaked out and just had him sit by himself at a table. And I just felt awful. So I was so glad to find this program, ART, and it was just basically is a holistic way of treating allergies. And so we would go once a week. It was a half-hour session, and I would have to drive. It would take us an hour to get there for this half-hour session, not covered by insurance at all. And we did it for 3 years.
Wow.
And went through we literally like lined him up, knock him down, got through each food allergy, and now he's allergy free. So
can you share like an example? Like what did he get shots? Like what did they do to
so it's like basically like sending like it's reorganizing the pathways in your brain. It has nothing to do with like, there was no injections or anything like that. He would hold on to a metal probe. He would have like a metal thing around his neck, and then she would use a metal thing. So it was literally sending like waves and like rewiring the brain and sending it back out, and we had to eat a piece of the food every single day, whatever food we were working on, and that's how we did it. And it works.
Unbelievable.
It's life changing, and I'm so grateful. That's like offered here and in New York City, and that's a get.
That's crazy.
So it's life changing, and I'm so grateful that we live in this area where we have that available to us, because like I would just feel awful like if we lived anywhere else, knowing that like there's not much. I mean, things are getting better now, but it's not like sometimes you're not going to make him completely allergy free based on some of the other techniques and stuff, but he can fully eat all of the stuff.
How good do you feel as a mom? Like that's amazing.
It was awesome. It was just like, we both worked really hard to get to that point, and it was so relieving to see that he was happy about it too. And like now we don't even think about it anymore. Like when we were traveling or going anywhere, I always had to look at the menu beforehand to see like what can he eat, like what, everything was based on his allergy and stuff. And so to not have to ever like really think about that is just incredible.
Do you feel like that ties in now to like the storytelling you do with other people? Like at all? Do you see not necessarily the storyline that happened, but like the lessons you learned from that?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, just seeing like resilience and like how people like, I mean, I wasn't going to take no for an answer. Like he had seen a bunch of allergists, and they're just like, well, maybe he'll outgrow it, or well, with peanuts, it's really rare. Like he'll probably just have the peanut allergy. And I just wasn't going to take no for an answer. And I feel like a lot of the people that I do interviews or I do stories with, when it's focusing on like businesses or anything like that, like there's a lot of people out there that just sometimes won't take no for an answer, or they're going to really stand for what they believe in, and they just go after it. And I feel like, those are the types of stories I love to tell, because then there's always a lesson learned and stuff. And I feel like people can relate to that. Mm-hmm.
I'm just inspired. Like, thank you so much for sharing that. I think it's so ART even stands for what, by the way?
Allergy release technique.
Huh. Thank you for sharing that today. I'm like, everybody needs this in their life. Like, how many people have like serious allergies?
Yeah, there's a lot of people that do, or even don't know that this is out there. And it's really incredible. I mean, it's such a life changer.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Okay, I want to play game time. I prepped some questions for us, so this will be a fun way for us to get to know you on a deeper level. Okay. I wrote them because I'm a writer. Okay. Live reporting on site or anchoring in studio?
Which do I prefer?
Yes.
Oh, well, that's kind of like a two-parter. Like today, I would love to have been anchoring in studio because it was cold. 0 degrees outside.
Fair. So based on the weather, basically?
Yes.
Yeah, fair.
In the summer, I'll be outside.
Okay, love that. Heels on air or sneakers off duty?
Sneakers.
Good choice. Yeah, I would say the same. Dance pop playlist. So 2000s throwback jams. What would your preference be? A dance pop playlist or 2000s throwback jams?
2000 throwback.
Me too. So good. A perfectly scripted show or an unpredictable breaking news day story?
Unpredictable.
I feel like you thrive in that. Bedtime dance party with the kids or a movie night with them?
Ooh, I think dance parties, they don't sit still.
I love that. They take after their mom.
Yeah.
That's so cute. So cute. Okay, if you could tell your younger self something today, what would you tell her?
That, days are going to be hard, but you just have to fight through it. Tough times don't last forever. Tough people do. And I just feel like so many times, even just the smallest things can like really test you and really just throw you off. And just one little thing, if you let it bother you, then you could be done for the day, but you can't. And so you just have to fight through it. Everyone's fighting through something. We all go through things on a daily basis. And so you don't know what other people are going through, but you just like everybody else, we all, fight through things no matter how hard they are to keep going.
Mm-hmm. I love that motivation. Thank you. How would you want the world to remember Kelly Sullivan?
Oh, God.
Deep.
That is deep. Someone who is just a hard worker and, and believes in herself and doesn't really care what other people think about her and just goes for it.
I love that. Thank you for joining us today. You are amazing. How can people follow you on socials and all the things?
For mainly Instagram, K Sullivan News, and then Facebook is Kelly Sullivan Boston 25.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you everyone for tuning in to Next on Scene, the human behind the brand, and stay tuned for who's next on Scene. Today's red carpet moments are sponsored by Camarbre, a local Massachusetts fashion brand for all your luxury fashion needs. Check out these amazing shoes and check out camarbre.com. I'm here to give you your red carpet moment, so follow us on all our podcast channels, on any stream from iHeartRadio, Spotify, if you just type in Next on Scene, the human behind the brand, or you can also follow us on all our social media channels at Next on Scene. I command for you to come on this journey with us. Your say is very impactful as an audience member, so come along for the ride and we are gonna all evolve together. And we can't wait for you to see who's next on Scene.